Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Amy and we are here to see if making micropayments against debt helps at all. So my last video was the first video where your views made a difference in my life financially for this series. It's like I gotta say all those things because you guys have made a difference in my life for 3 years now. But so we had $1.92 for our first payment. And you guys, you already know what what the last video earned me. I don't know yet. So you guys are the first to know. And yeah, so I'm excited to see. It's also important to note that I haven't calculated this out yet for today, but I do think it is less than yesterday. And the amount in some respects for this series is not important. It's the day-to-day action of doing it. So we'll check into that in a little bit. So I want to do a little see how you guys are doing before I get into that. These videos, last night's video was a little bit long for this, but they won't always be that long. But you guys, I said sometimes there'd be show and tell. Who out there has tried this Alani? Now, this is a new, I don't know if this is a new flavor or just a new flavor to me, this lime slush, but you guys, this is the only energy drink I've ever tried and liked. I have liked every flavor I've tried. I like the cherry slush. There's a peach something or other. There's a Hawaiian slush. Maybe they're all slushes, but so it's energy. It takes me a whole day to drink one of these because I'm just not a very big drinker, but it's got 10 calories. Okay, so let me show this. It's got 10 calories. It's got vitamins. You're getting a lot of your full value of your vitamin B, your B vitamin, 12 and 6, biotin, pantothenic acid. So 110% of a lot of these. Now I wish it had some iron because I'm iron deficient, but 10 calories, 1 carb. So we're not adding a lot of sugar with our energy. So I have not really noticed any kind of a drop like you would feel if you drank a soda or something like that. And if I have had a drop, which I really can't say I have, maybe it's the caffeine part of this. Now, do these things say how much caffeine they have in them? 200 milligrams of caffeine. It's obviously not recommended for children or people sensitive to caffeine, pregnant women, or women who are nursing. So yeah, so I really like these, so I thought I'd bring this on. It's gluten-free, it's vegan, and just the fact that you get all those vitamins, I think is great. So it's tasty. So let's take a beverage break. Yeah, that one is really good. So what did I do today? I'm wearing, I think, the same clothes. Maybe not the same sweater, but maybe, I don't remember. I didn't go anywhere today, so I didn't change clothes. Why dirty something if you're not going anywhere? I did do a whatnot auction during lunch today, and I think I sold $36 worth of stuff, and those are really simple to turn around and get shipped out. So I've already got the mailing labels and everything ready. We just have to actually literally put them in the envelope. So half of all of my whatnot sales go directly to the Chase credit card that has the interest. This series is hitting my Bank of America card, which I may have accidentally called Capital One at some point, but it's hitting my Bank of America card. And yeah, and now let's be realistic. So I checked today to see what it would take on a daily basis for me to pay off the debt by September 7th when the 0% interest runs out. And I would have to pay you guys almost $100 a day. That is not realistic. We knew that coming into this. These micropayments are nowhere near that. In fact, I put a cap on them of $10 a day just because I was freaked out because I don't have the money for this in the budget. So, yeah, this is definitely not going to pay off the debt by any means unless there was some kind of miracle, but it's hopefully getting me into a better habit. It's making me think more before I go out and purchase something. And it's just keeping it more fresh in my mind, but with a kind of a fun way to tackle it. So if you're new to this series, I am counting views and likes and comments and new subscribers based on the last video in the series. We'll calculate that out to see what that comes to, and then I will make the payment live on this video. The payment I made yesterday is still pending. What's up with that? Like, how does it take over a day for them to process a payment during the week? I don't understand. But anyway, it's still pending. But at the end of this video, you'll see a new update, kind of like Two Broke Girls style, to see what the new amount is. And yeah, and then I'm just trying to come on once a day, and we'll have a would you rather question, and we're going to look to see what people thought of yesterday's would you rather. And I know I'm repeating a lot of stuff, but because this is a new series, that's okay, right? So I saw that Hey Everybody posted her official sponsored Temu video. So I'm excited for Jason to get home tonight so we can watch that. We always watch her videos at night when she has a new one. So it'll be fun to see that. From, I used to haul Temu stuff and I don't anymore, but I do still buy things from Temu on occasion because I love their clothes. And yeah, so anyway, let's go on and see. Oh no, one other thing, you guys, I have to say this softly because Jason and I haven't told anybody, but we think we have a mouse in the house. Why do we think that? So in this room, in the basement, we had glue traps around for bugs because you're in a basement, there's spiders and we have millipedes, and you can see some of the ceiling is still unfinished from a flood that we had. And so there's just bugs. So we had, I think, four glue pads or glue things on the floor. We didn't have them enclosed because the bug guy that I talked to said that for bugs, it's better to leave them just flat and kind of under the baseboard a little bit. So we caught a ton of bugs, but I noticed that the one right under this table was not by the wall anymore, and it was like maybe this far away from the wall, and I'm like, how did this happen? And so I looked at it, and you guys, there were what appeared to be mouse droppings on it, and there was what appeared to be fur on it. Now, there was no mouse, so I was, of course, horrified because I have seen the video that's out there on social media of mice getting stuck on glue traps, and I can't handle that. That's inhumane to me, and I can't handle that. So when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how long the little thing was on there before it somehow got itself back off, but yeah, there wasn't, I have not seen it, but I immediately pulled up the 3 that I could get to, threw them away. There was one still under a shelving tower over here, and I took my phone and my light and checked and made sure there was no mouse on it, and there wasn't. But I didn't pull it out because I couldn't get to it. Well, then I looked a couple days later and it had moved too. So then I was like, okay, let's move everything out so I can get that and get it thrown away too, so that I don't accidentally do this. So what am I going to do about this? Well, for one, can't tell the kids because, well, the one that lived in this room is at college, but she does come home to visit. Not telling her. I do still have one kid that does live down here, not telling her. And I'm going to do the adult thing and do nothing. And I don't know. I guess we're just going to be hospitable to a mouse. And I know that's not the right thing to do as an adult, but you guys, I know there are humane traps out there, and maybe I'll get to the point of that, but I have nowhere else for my daughter that lives down here to live. There's no place for her to live upstairs. And she will not live down here if she knows that it's down here. So mum's the word, and they don't watch these videos, but have any of you ever been in this position? And most of you are probably like, just get the humane trap and then hopefully it'll come into this room and then you can dispose of, take it outside or whatever. I don't know if they're like raccoons. In my house in Lincoln, we had raccoons that got into the attic, a family of raccoons. And they say that unfortunately, when wildlife comes out and traps them, that they have to put them down because they will continue to come back to the same spot no matter how far away they take them. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what we were told by the wildlife person that trapped the ones in our house. But, so I don't know if mice do that too, but obviously I'm concerned about it chewing through wires. And I'm just assuming it's a mouse and not a squirrel. But I don't know what else it could be because there was gray fur on the glue trap. Sorry, I think that's an indicator that my husband is getting home. But so yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. Maybe this will spawn some additional comments that'll count towards my engagements for this video. But let's look up and see what kind of comments we got. So yesterday's would you rather question was, would you rather get left behind in the Amazon after a hike or get left behind in the ocean after a scuba dive? And I picked myself the ocean because there's too many creepy crawlies in the Amazon. And I also referenced tribe people in the Amazon. And I mean, no disrespect to tribe people. But we all know that there are people that live out in the middle of the Amazon that are undiscovered, right? I don't know. Let's not talk about that anymore because I'm just going to keep digging a hole even farther and farther. Okay, so and it's movies. Movies give me that impression, right? So anyway, let's go see if I haven't offended everybody that's watching. Let's go see what you guys thought of yesterday's comment. I guess I've got to go to the video itself. Let me turn down my volume. Can you guys hear them walking around upstairs? Our floors creak so loudly. Okay, go to my channel. And just so you know, I'm testing out different thumbnails. So each of these two videos have two different thumbnails. So it might look like I've posted a new video, but just check. The video will always have the episode number. It'll either have said day 1 or 2, or it'll have a big number. And that's how you'll know, plus the publishing date if it's new to you. But I don't know how YouTube tests that. Okay, so yesterday's video, well, while we're here, let me take a screenshot so we can get our counts. And it is definitely lower than the first video, and that's okay. We just want the exercise. Okay, so let me go back to, we'll get our counts first. While we're here, turn it sideways. Do I have my do not disturb on? Let me make sure. Okay. All right, so here is yesterday's video. We got 54 views, which comes out to 54 cents. And we've got 24 likes, so 24 cents. And we've got 29 comments, so 29 cents. Now, the other factor is subscribers. Now, we lost a person the last time. So 2860 is our starting point. So we just have to get above 2860 to start getting 5 cents for each new subscriber. So you guys know that sometimes YouTube unsubscribes you from channels. So if you're a regular if you think you're subscribed, recheck and see. But oh yay, so we are at least back up to the 2860. So thank you to the new friend that joined yesterday, but nothing new, no new money. No new money for subscribers. So let me just add this up real quick. And then I'll tell you what you already know since I put it in the title. 54 cents plus 24 cents plus 29 cents equals 107. So let's go make the payment. All right, Bank of America. Log in. All right. Okay, there's nothing on here that shows any numbers or any well, you can't see the card number on these anyway, but you can see my payment is still pending for the 192. All right, so let's pay again. And I gotta pick my bank account. Other amount, 107. Done. Save. Choose the date today. Save. And next. And pay. All right, let me go back and then see if it shows up on that other screen with the pending, so that, because it didn't have any account numbers on it to show you. Oh, it did update, sort of. All right, so here you can see I made the $1.07 payment. All right, well, thank you. Thank you for the engagements on that video. We'll see how many engagements this one gets. Let's look back and see what you guys thought about the, see how many were Team Amazon versus Team Ocean. And oh, and some of you have hyped these videos, which is awesome. Thank you so much for considering doing that. All right, I just want to look at the comments. Okay. Amazon, because I never learned to swim. Amazon, because they're a plant lover. This person picked Amazon, but they don't want to be alone. and ocean for the same reasons that I stated. So I said I knew how to swim and I know how to float. So I thought that would be part of the reason why that would be easier. And this person picked the water because there's too many creepy crawly things in the Amazon. And then if you would pray for those of you that pray, if you would pray for our viewer, Anita Butler. She, by the time this airs, will either have recently had, like, I don't know if she had the surgery today or if she's having it tomorrow, but pray for her. She's having major surgery. And I think that's it for the comments on that. So it was pretty evenly spread. So now we need to get a question for today's video. So let me go to my Would You Rather page. Okay. Okay, well, this is a good one. Would you rather overpack with a 75-pound suitcase and have everything you need, or underpack a backpack and have almost nothing? So we've been watching Simon Wilson on YouTube, and he goes everywhere with just a backpack. He went to Alaska with just a backpack and no coat, like ridiculous. So he would definitely pick the backpack. What would I pick? Well, I always forget things when I'm traveling, and it drives me nuts that I have to then go to Walmart and buy things that I already have. So I would probably be the kind of person that overpacks with the 75-pound suitcase. Plus, we drive everywhere for our vacations, so I would not have a problem transporting it. It's not like I have to transport it through an airport. Well, you'd have to check a bag like that, right? But we usually stay in an Airbnb, so there's space for suitcases. So I would pick the 75-pound suitcase, but in order to get everything I need, I'd have to have a really good packing list. So, and I used to, when I was in my parents' house living with my parents, I used to have a really good packing list that I self-laminated with contact paper, and I would take a dry erase marker and mark things on it. But I've tried various things like that since I've been an adult, but once I had kids, everything went out the window, and I was just lucky to get all the kids in the car. So yeah. So I am a 75-pound suitcase. Let me know in the comments which one you would prefer, and hopefully that'll help out with the engagement, and we can have another good video tomorrow and make another payment. So yay. So thank you so much for participating in these videos. Every one of you counts. Because of you, I'm making these payments that aren't budgeted. But again, I could go to Starbucks and spend $5 no problem. So why not create a fun way to pay off a little bit of debt? And I know it's a little bit of debt, but still. And if you want to do the same thing, you can use my number, my $7, or find out think of some things that you do in your own life that could create micro payments and jump on the wagon. All right. Well, thank you so much again for stopping by. Don't forget to, this is not sponsored by Alani, but don't forget, if you're an energy drink lover, to try this out if you haven't tried it out before. Alani. You can get them at, listen to me, you can get them at Walmart and grocery stores. So yeah. All right. Well, thank you. And wherever you are, whenever you are, I hope you're having a great day. And until we meet again, take care of yourself.